Hi everyone. This is a talk about sex, or maybe about not sex. When you want sex, do you really want sex actually? This is a very interesting question I have lately. I have been quite sexual for some years, at least very sexual, before a bit less. Lately, I have been in a lot of places where touch was very welcome, a lot of touch. May it be just a friendly touch, may it be a sensual touch, may it be a sexual touch. But just the pleasure and the capacity to be touched without any judgment. The funny part is the more I touch and the more I am touched, the least I need sex, the least I want sex actually. There is this deprivation of touch in the society, and there is this concept of from the beginning till the end, meaning if we begin to touch someone, if we begin to have a play with someone, somehow we need to have sex with. There is this idea somewhere in the subconscious mind. You know, if you begin to kiss, kissing will lead to cuddling, cuddling will lead to friction, friction will lead to bum, breast touch, blah, 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 blah. Then oral sex, and oral sex will lead to penetration, just to make it very easy and simple. There is this concept that when we start, we have to finish. Meaning when we don't want or know it will not happen, the end, we don't start. Adding to that the idea that in this society we don't really touch each other, even with friends. I mean, yes, if you are in a certain circle of people, you touch more, but let's be realistic, most people in the so-called normal world, they are not touching each other at all. Shaking hands is the most. Like, I even remember the other day I was in an event, and at the end I hug a guy, and he said, "Oh, this is not usual for me." I say, "What?" He said, "Yeah, in my circle I cannot hug place." He look at me and say, "This is a place where we can hug." And I was like, wow, I actually forgot that there was places we cannot hug. So because we never get the beginning, thinking that we'll not get the end, or we don't want the end, we end up not touching, which obviously as soon as we need touch, the subconscious brain, at least if it's not the conscious one, but at least the subconscious part think like, I want sex now. But through this desire of sex, like the more you will touch, the more you realize that actually I don't want sex. And lately I've been a lot into that. I've been in places where I was having opportunity for sex, though I was not going that much for what I would call a full-on sexual intercourse. It was much more about, I'm happy to be with people. I'm happy to hug them, I'm happy to kiss them. I'm simply happy to touch and be touched. I'm happy just to feel the person. So yeah, the more we connect, the less we need sex. So the question is it really sex that you want?